Tom Cleverley's gone! Yes! On loan. What's up, guys? It's Yo-Yo Thriller. Today we're going to be talking about the big news. Tom Cleverley is going out on loan to Aston Villa. Yes, Tom Cleverley, the biggest scapegoat for probably all of Manchester United's midfield woes, has signed for Aston Villa for a season-long loan. Tom Cleverley has come under a lot of criticism over his years in the Manchester United shirt. A lot of people have thought that he's not very good, myself included, and have given him a hell of a time. And honestly, a lot of it is deserved. Let's be fair now. He's not that great of a player. However, I would say we need to cut the guy some slack. But we can criticize him. But maybe we shouldn't criticize him too hard. Yeah, he's not as good as who could be there. That's like saying, oh, Mark Ruffalo's the reason the Avengers wasn't as good as it could have been. It was Mark Ruffalo's fault, because someone else could have played that role better. Well, that's maybe a bad example, because Avengers was awesome. But you get what I'm saying at. It's not necessarily the guy's fault. He can only do what he can do. He's been a Manchester United player since the beginning. Since I think he was 11. He was signed for Manchester United and came up through the youth system. We've also sent him out on loan 3 times. Now 4. And that's the thing. We sent him out on loan 3 times before this. 3 times! And he still came back and was able to play. Now, some would argue that the only reason he was able to is because our midfield has been so thin over these past few years. It says a lot that the guy got loaned out 3 times and showed some loyalty to the club. Still didn't say, hey, I want to transfer out of here because no one really appreciates me. It wasn't, he wasn't Pogba. He was like, no, I'm not getting the chances. I've had enough. I'm out. Peace. Tom Cleverley didn't do that. And I think that's important to have in a player. You need to have someone who's willing to stick it out through the hard times. Fergie, Moyes, and now Louis van Gaal. They've all played him in the midfield to see what he can do. He's always had his chances, and in some cases, he's taken those chances. Did he necessarily take all of the chances? No, but that's not what we're judging him here on. At least Tom Cleverley tried. Pogba didn't even try. He was like, I'm out. Peace. Obviously, the biggest contribution Tom Cleverley had, besides filling the hole of the midfield with something, even if it wasn't gold, even if it was just copper, he still filled the midfield with something when United needed it. Apart from that, I would say his biggest contribution to Manchester United was that wonder strike against the Newcastle. You know which one I'm talking about, and if you don't, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Check it out. Personally, I have a few problems with this goal. Not the goal itself. It was a great strike. My problem is it wasn't a strike. It was an insane goal and absolutely awesome for the highlight reel. I mean, no one's going to deny that it was a sick goal. But he wasn't trying to score a goal there. Look at the goal. You can see Robin van Persie make the run. But in typical Tom Cleverley fashion, the cross wasn't very good as far as getting on Van Persie's head. It was good in tricking the keeper, which allowed him to score the goal. Look at the post-match comments. He was interviewed, and the guy asking him was like, yo, was that a shot? Yeah, it was a shot. I just saw the keeper off his line and took a crack. Tom, the keeper was on his line. Look at the footage. He was on his line. And I would be fine with it if he just owned up to it. If he was like, yeah, it was cross. I had no intention of scoring that goal. Went in. Happy accident. But no, he was like, no, I wouldn't. No, I meant that to happen. You could tell he smiled cheekily like he knew he was bullshitting. Tom Cleverley gave something to the club and did us good. It's fun to point out a scapegoat. I know, it's fun to point at someone and you're the reason why we suck. It's not his fault, you know, it's not his fault. He sucks, but he doesn't suck so much that the suck emits from him and makes everyone else around him suck. We should cut the guy some slack instead of blaming him for everything. With all that said, I don't think he'll get another chance at United. Van Gaal made it clear how he feels. I think United are going to move on. It is just a loan, so we don't know what's going to happen at the end of the season. We just know that he's gone for the season and Louis van Gaal doesn't want him back. I think it'll help United, it'll help Cleverley, it'll help Villa. I think everybody wins in this sort of situation. I wish it was a permanent move, because even though we shouldn't be too hard on the guy, he definitely deserves some of the criticism he gets, but I'll take what I can get at this point. I'll take what I can get. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good idea that he's out on loan? Do you think he should have stayed at United? Do you think it should have been a permanent deal? Leave a comment below. Also, be sure to like and subscribe. That really helps me out. Click the annotations at the end of the video, and we'll see you next time. Personally, I'm gutted about this. I think Chicharito is a phenomenal striker. He's going to do well wherever he goes. He's going to score goals wherever he goes. He's